And it's not just about, a 1 month period of time or paying a water bill or giving out a food pantry. It's about really helping them to see really what God has for them and just give them the encouragement and hope that they can do it and help them along the way. First United Methodist Church, one of their women's groups had a rummage sale, and they used the funds that they received from that to help families in need. Well, they had some things left over from that sale, and they realized that that was something that really was a great need, that there was families that were struggling for one reason or another, and so that's really where this started.
Here at Wesley Mission Center, programs are offered to help families and individuals who are in need.
That's really grown over the years into what you see today.
The center was once located inside of the First United Methodist Church in Mansfield. Years later, Wesley Mission Center moved to this building next to the church.
People in our community donate all different types of items, furniture, household items, and clothing, that then everything that's used, all the sales from the thrift store, is what's used over on this side to run all the different programs that we offer here at the Wesley Mission Center.
Along with clothing and furniture, the center is open to donations from the public of gently used items such as electronics, books, and toys.
We certainly never work by ourselves. We're very dependent on volunteers, on donations. We're constantly outgrowing our space. Misconceptions that just the Mansfield community in general has is that really we don't have many needs or families in need in our community. We see people on a regular basis for several years now, and that's actually increasing.
According to a Mansfield ISD survey, 33% of the students utilized reduced and free meals. WMC has served over 1,000 families last year in financial assistance. Over 5,000 families and individuals were referred to the center's programs or were given free food bags offered by the center's food pantry.
Mid-80s, so that'd be 30 years.
Volunteer Hugh Calhoun addresses some issues that the center is facing.
We are really hoping that it will expand enough that it can be at its own facility instead of on the church grounds, which I think that probably hinders some people in finding the location for it. At the present time, we don't have any big signs out on the street or anything, and so it's basically a word-of-mouth store.
After assessing the family situation, counselors will step in and make an action plan.
The midst of a family crisis, and there was a lot of violence in my family, and I needed help. So I heard about this program through my school district, and so I contacted the Wesley Mission Center, and they set up an appointment for me to come in and do an intake.
This action plan helps families step by step until they are able to get out of their situation.
I came in here, I was in such great need, and I sometimes couldn't even express the way I felt, but I think the women around me really noticed. They could tell I was going through something major and very life-altering, so they offered a lot of prayer, and one of them offered a daily devotional, which I still read to this day.
Donna's story is one of the many inspiring success stories of the center.
Jobs for Life, which is a 12-week Christian-based job training program for individuals. She was super excited, and she then plugged into that program where she learned a lot of different things about herself and really was able to identify what direction she wanted to go. So
someone will usually come and have like a guest speaker, and they'll talk about various subjects, whether it be helping your children through school stages, or how to be thrifty, or even put together a work outfit.
And at one point she was, for all intents and purposes, homeless, but now she's really in a very stable spot where she's able to help and use her own talents and gifts to serve others in our community.
WMC not only helps the Mansfield community, surrounding communities are assisted by the center. Venus Connection Pantry assists citizens of Venus who are in poverty.
It's not only just this little community, though, that they touch. There's many people throughout the world that they really help out, and I think that's a wonderful gift. Not just to, of course you want your community to be, up and going well, but, we reach out to others too, way out there in different countries.
ability and dedication to helping other people is just tremendous.
Hughes spends 2 to 4 hours a day at the center.
This is my hobby, in other words.
Because everybody works here, really cares about people.
The center has over 200 volunteers and is still in need of more as they continue to grow.
So hopefully in the months and years to come, they can get on their feet and be able to take care of their families. And oftentimes when that happens, we see then that family actually wants to come back and serve in some capacity because they're kind of more stabilized and they want to come help at the thrift store, at the food pantry, because they know what an impact coming here had made on them. They want to then give back to somebody else in the community, which to us is the biggest blessing ever.
The center believes that the recipients of the services they offer will return to support their communities.
The staff member asked me if I would be interested in volunteering. So of course I said yes, because I'm coming anyway, and if they need help, that's the best way I can give back, is to, help someone else.
Through prayer, training, and support, individuals and families in need can experience economic self-sufficiency and wholeness.